This is a video for installing the updated version of the SRT-6 SLK32 C32 scatter shield for the Mercedes M112K compressor motor. So after you've removed the belt or relaxed the belt enough to take it off the supercharger pulley by turning the bolt head on the tensioner pulley, which is an E10 external Torx number 10 socket, you're going to turn that counterclockwise to relax the belt. Once you've done that, there's two machine screws that are also E10 that hold the air tube on. I've already taken those bolts out, so now you move the air tube for the secondary air out and away. And you can, in a pinch, use 8mm socket in place of an E10 socket. So if you don't have external Torx, you can use a 8mm socket, but you run your own risk of damaging stuff. Anyway, it fits very well on everything, but I hesitate to use it on the tensioner much because it requires a lot of force. So now that you've got the air tube out of the way, you're going to use your E10 or 8mm to remove this screw that holds the bracket for the idler pulley next to the supercharger pulley, and put it off to the side because we're going to be reinstalling that. Next, your kit comes with a little square of aluminum. It goes right in this little opening or relief in the top of the supercharger. Mine's glued in place only because I've put hundreds of scatter shields on this engine, test fitting them. Yours can just be placed there and the scatter shield will hold it in position. You don't need to glue it. So make sure that goes right there. It's about directly over the center of the pulley. You get an idea of exactly where it is on the front row. Now take the scatter shield that I got right here, put it in between the pulley and this water hose, and push the water hose with the scatter shield a little bit, roll it around. It's a little easier with two hands, but you can do it with one. Once you have it in position, take one of the two bolts that comes with the shield, start it. The other bolt, go ahead and start it. Run them down about, I don't know, 3/4 of the way. Don't quite get to the point of where they're snug, so that this can move around a bit, because you want to make sure this isn't loaded up when you put this screw back in. Screw this in, and then finish it up using the E10 socket or an 8mm. Now for those who don't have this screw on their supercharger because they've removed this bracket because they put on a knee swing pulley saver kit, you're going to have to get an M6 screw for that position. And then you may want to loosen this, which you can loosen with an 11/32 socket, and reposition this bracket on the shield to move it down a little bit. But that's going to be something you'll have to deal with. Next, we still have this. This is snugged. These are almost snugged. Pull the shield forward towards the front of the car. Then tighten this guy down. I don't know, it's kind of fairly tight, say about 10 foot-pounds. Don't want it too tight, doesn't need to be too tight. Then these two bolts right here, doesn't matter as long as they're at least 10 or 12 foot-pounds, but you can go 25 foot-pounds if that makes you feel good. And then we are done. You can install everything else in the reverse order, and you are good to go. Anyway, thanks for watching the video.